Well, happy Sunday. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. Are we able to change our DNA? Science is telling us, yes, we can change our DNA. Did the Christ also allude to the fact that we could change our very DNA? I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. Welcome to the Gospel Truth channel. And let me give you just a brief look at what happens when you Google, scientists say we can change our DNA. You have 109 million results in 0.54 seconds. Diet changes your DNA. Scientists precisely edit DNA. Scientists permanently change a person's DNA. You can change your DNA. Epigenetics. Experiences in childhood alter your DNA. Masters of DNA, synthetic DNA. Rex Bear recently had an excellent program about the scientific community being able to change our DNA. And of course, going through to the spiritual side, we have to ask ourselves, is it possible to do it spiritually? I'm convinced that just about everything that the scientific community does, just about everything that the scientific community attempts, is trying to mimic, trying to copy, trying to duplicate an energetic or spiritual principle. Now, some of you may think I am reaching on this one. However, there's a couple of verses in the Bible that have always seemed very mysterious to me. They didn't seem to quite go under the Dr. Bruce Lipton as the one that was talking about changing DNA. They didn't seem quite to be in the dung category to me, these verses, but they didn't seem to be quite in the diamond category either. Barry White, you'll never find Barry White. You are not going to be able to do that in this chat room. Thank you, but don't do it again, or you won't be in the chat room. So there was a couple of crazy, I thought, statements by the Christ that just didn't make sense. Number one, that brought this to my mind in relation to DNA was, if you say to the mountain, be uprooted and cast into the sea, it shall be done for you. If you have faith, you can say to the mountain, be uprooted and be cast into the sea. Now, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, no one is going to speak to a mountain, have it uprooted, and be cast into the sea. That's not going to happen. The Christ was not in the habit of making nonsensical statements. Very close to when he said that statement, he also said, no man can he either said no man can add 1 inch to his height, or no man can change the color of his hair. It could go either way in the Greek. Very few times that's possible, but it is possible in this one. So the Christ said, no man can change his hair color. No man can make himself grow. What are the keys to your hair color, your genes, your DNA? What are keys to your height, your genes, your DNA? So the Christ said, you can't do this. It's impossible. And then nearly the same breath, he said, but if you speak to the mountain, it shall be removed and cast into the sea, which is also impossible. Was the Christ linking the two? Was he saying, listen, guys, you can change your DNA. You can change the color of your hair. You can change your height. You can change your stature, and have scientists now proven to us that it is possible to change our DNA. And what they can do in a laboratory, I suggest to you, we can do in our spiritual, energetic selves. We can change our DNA. I believe we can correct DNA mistakes. I believe we can correct DNA damage. I believe we can correct DNA error, and possibly, we can correct it just because we want to. We are much more powerful beings than we've ever imagined. Science is proving DNA can be changed. That Christ told us 2,000 years ago it can be changed, and we can change it ourselves. Don't like who you are, what you are? Don't like the cards you've been dealt? Change them. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. You can find out more information about subjects like this on this channel. I'm here to help you unindoctrinate yourself.